right, light up those pumpkins, everybody, because we are live. Let's see who else is awake and alive out there tonight. Happy Michael Myers Monday, everybody. Welcome to it. If you're new here, my name is Matt, and we are Halloween Daily News. And this little event that you've found yourself in the middle of here on YouTube tonight, this is what we call Michael Myers Monday Live, our weekly gathering, hangout with the loyal, the faithful, the fanatical, otherwise known as the Legion of Michael Myers. That's what I like to call them. Also, I like to call them my friends. So, if you're new here, welcome. And to all of our returning friends, what's up, everybody? Happy Michael Myers Monday. You made it. You made it through another week. You made it through another Monday if you're here. And like I always say, that in itself is reason to celebrate. So that's what we're doing here tonight. We're celebrating surviving another week, another Monday, like surviving another Halloween with Michael Myers on your ass, right? All right, I see a lot of familiar friends lighting it up in the live chat tonight. We got a fun show. We do have some exciting news regarding 45 Years of Terror we're going to get to, as far as the ticket details and some new guests since our last report we're going to talk about. Also, some very exciting merch news I'm going to get to here first from our friends at Fright-Rags. I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Those badass new action figures. We're going to get into that and some other fun stuff like a new poll and some shout outs at the end of the show. And we're also going to take a look and talk a little bit about my recent exclusive interview with the legendary horror icon Caroline Williams. So first, let's check in with the live chat. How is everybody this evening? Happy Michael Myers Monday. Welcome to it, guys. Andromeda is off tonight. I love to see it. Andromeda and Lurch, among our illustrious channel members. You too can have your highlighted name and use all those custom emojis. Get to see stuff early. It's just $5 a month. It goes a long way in supporting our channel. And we are building our members community. And very soon we're going to have our first members only event. We'll be announcing details of that before too long. So hit the join button down below for details. Become one of our illustrious channel members. It's just $5 a month. Sammy is here. David Suber, of course. Teen Wolf in the house. Solid Saturn is here. Let's see who else has checked in. I know I saw Megan in here. Blaine has checked in. Do I think John Carpenter will be at H45? Anything's possible is all I would say. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't hold my breath, certainly. But, anything's possible. At the moment, he's not scheduled to be on tour overseas. That's where he was in 2018 when the last 40 Years of Terror was held. So if that's anything to consider, for whatever that's worth. Phil is here as well. Michael Myers, of course, expressing his silence as only as we would expect he would. Rob has checked in as well. What's up, man? Thanks for noticing the shirt fitting for the topic. Absolutely. Got to wear my 40 Years of Terror souvenir shirt from Sean Clark's Horror's Hallowed Grounds tour from 2018. Of course, since we're talking 45 Years of Terror, I mean, we're going to be talking 45 Years of Terror for most of this year. It's going to be an overriding topic, that and just the overall 45th anniversary of this franchise, and of course the original film. So there's going to be a lot of that here on Michael Myers Monday, obviously, but this is an exciting one tonight, an exciting week here with tickets about to get on sale. Scrolling back up, another illustrious channel member, Patrick Ring, has checked in. Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you as well. Who else is in here? I know we saw Sammy Presley. What's up, man? Happy Michael Myers Monday. David Suber, of course. Megan checking in as well. Excellent. Great to see everybody. All right, we got a good crowd finding their way in here tonight. We don't have the, we might not have the most gigantic community, but I love our community here, our Monday night gatherings. I look forward to it every week, hanging out with you guys. So I just want to thank you guys for being a part of this and hanging out and keeping Michael Myers Monday going here on the HDN channel. It means a lot to me, and hopefully, you're getting something out of it as well. Yes, Brett, another channel member checking in. Yes, bummer, no tickets today. I know a lot of people were ready to press the button and get their 45 Years of Terror tickets. Bernie has checked in. All right, what's up, man? Welcome. Happy Michael Myers Monday to you. Very cool to see everybody here. All right, for this week's show and tell, this is a bit of a flashback. It's not a new item. It's an item from my own collector's shelf that we're going to talk about here just for a minute because it does tie in with our first news item of the evening, which is, you might have guessed from the graphic we put up earlier, but we're going to be talking about these brand new retro action figures from Fright-Rags Wave 2. So I thought it only fitting for tonight's show and tell that we focus and throw a little love on last year's release of Wave 1. And now I didn't bring all three of my figures down here. I did bring the Linda figure. And if you'll recall, these are Fright-Rags' foray into retro-styled collectible action figures. These are 3 3/4 inch figures. They are packaged to resemble old school action figures like from the early days of the Star Wars action figures, late 70s, early 80s. That's the whole idea. And I think it was about 2 years ago, Fright-Rags took pre-orders for Wave 1, which consisted of Michael, Lori, and Linda. That's right. We got our very first PJ Souls Linda figure in this collection. And I did get all three. I got 2 of all 3. Actually, you might recall, I don't want to drop her bag because they do come with accessories. They each come with their own accessories. Linda comes with her handbag. But I did get 2 of each, if you'll recall, because I like to be able to take them out and, photograph them, play with them a little bit, like when I was a kid, playing with action figures in my bedroom. So, you'll recall when we got these last year, I talked at length here on the channel and on Michael Myers Monday about these figures, but I absolutely love these. Regular viewers know that I love action figures, collectible figures of all sorts. It does hit that nostalgia button with me, like I said, because I grew up as a kid actually collecting figures and playing with action figures. So when I see stuff like this iconic franchise that I love so much, getting paid tribute to in such a fun way, yeah, I am a sucker for this type stuff. So I wanted to bring out the Linda figure and remind you that that's part of Wave 1. But that brings us to our first news item of this evening, which we'll get to in 1 second. Team Wolf says that Linda looks cool. Still waiting for the 78 Myers figure teased from Trick or Treat. That one looks sick. Yes, that new 8-inch. Trick or Treat's now doing 8-inch figures. Yeah, the likeness. Again, I'm gonna pull up some video right now while I talk for a second, because the likeness of these figures is really much better than you might think would be the case. And again, these particular figures, they're not meant to be super detailed and screen accurate in the way that some of the NECA figures and the recent Trick or Treat Studios figures are. These, by definition, they're kind of old school and they're not super detailed. And yet, surprisingly, the detail is pretty impressive on these. But let me pull up my original showcase video. We're not going to watch the whole thing, but I do just want to pull up just a little bit of this so you can see what I'm talking about. Again, it was about a year ago, almost a year ago, when Wave 1 of these figures finally did arrive in the mail. And we did an unboxing and a feature here on Michael Myers Monday. And of course, we did a showcase video. And that's what I'm gonna try to get to here. In any case, the news item this week, you probably already have heard, but you know we've got to talk about this. All right, here, give me 1 second, guys. I got to get this up on screen. Give me 1 second, guys. Apologies. Okay, here we go. This is what I wanted to show you. This is the Wave 1 collection from the showcase video that we shared last year when ours arrived. Excellent. I see we have a new member. Welcome, Earl. I'm going to welcome you properly here in just a minute. But let's complete this show and tell real quick. These figures, again, the packaging, you can see on the back, the comic books. I love the detail. Those comic books are the comic books that Tommy Doyle is talking to Laurie about in the 78 film. And you can see they advertise slashing motion. There you can see a little bit of the detail. I love the artwork on these. It's just amazing. And I'm going to skip forward a little bit so you can see some of these unpackaged out of the box. Laurie came with the pumpkin and knife and a coat hanger, actually. Laurie comes with her coat hanger. And there's Linda with her bag. So I absolutely love these figures. Needless to say, again, regular viewers already know my general affection for collectible figures and just all things kind of retro and nostalgic like that. Anyway, so then you add John Carpenter's Halloween on top of all that. Yeah, you got me. No doubt. So very excited that this week brings the release of Wave 2. But before we get into that, let's pause and give a proper welcome because we've got a brand new channel member tonight. And you guys know what that means. Raise a toast to our newest HDN Channel Club illustrious member here tonight, Mr. Earl Leary. Welcome to it, sir. You are one of us. You are among friends. Everybody, a toast to Earl. You too can become an illustrious channel member. It's just $5 a month. You can read all about the perks when you click the join button down below if you are interested. Welcome, sir. Thank you for joining us. Totally. Yes, Teen Wolf. The card backing on all three of those figures is amazing. So that brings us, that flashback to Wave 1, which I said at the time when we got them last year, I stand by it. These figures are amazing. You know, I love the reactions that Super 7 makes. We actually sell the H2 Michael and Laurie reactions. But I have to say, the design, the scope, the detail that Fright-Rags puts into these, not to mention those amazing card backs like you mentioned. That's why I did splurge and get 2 of each of those first 3 because I knew I'd want to open it, and I usually open my stuff even if I don't have an extra one. But these, with those card backs, I know I'd want one of each to at least preserve and display that way, personally. So So that brings us to our first news item this evening, which is Wave 2 of Fright-Rags retro-styled Halloween 1978 collectible action figures. Let's check this out. All right, we are going to go over to Instagram right now, where we get our first real look today on Michael Myers Monday, very fittingly. Fright-Rags had been teasing these, and they said that they were coming as part of their halfway to Halloween event this week. And so here we go. Wave 2 of the officially licensed Halloween 1978 retro-styled collectible action figures. These are 3 3/4 figures, again, made to very much mimic and harken back to the classic Star Wars figures of the late 70s and early 80s made by Kenner at the time, and other related items of that era. Now, the 3 figures we are getting in Wave 2, following Wave 1, which consisted of Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, and Linda Vanderklok. Kicking off Wave 2, as you can see right here, this is the first official real photo of this Dr. Loomis action figure. Now, I want to just dissect this for a minute as you guys discuss in the live chat and in the comments below. You can see that, as I mentioned, each of the figures comes with its own accessory, or in some cases, multiple accessories. And in this case, Loomis comes with his pistol as well as an actual removable real fabric coat, which you gotta love that extra touch of the actual removable real fabric coat. I absolutely love that. Over the last 45 years, if I can say there's been one thing lacking in general in the collectibles field, while we've in the last decade or so really been gifted with so many amazing Michael Myers collectibles. I mean, we got a Michael Myers Chia Pet now, for Christ's sake. It's amazing. It's great, if you ask me. I always say, from the collectibles standpoint, if for nothing else, not to mention the movies, it's the greatest time to be a fan. But if there's one thing there's not been enough of, there's not been enough Dr. Loomis merch out there. So thank God we are finally getting some representing this iconic character. I absolutely love this. It's a must-own. And again, that card back, very much in the design of Wave 1. Only whereas Wave 1 down in the corner was advertising the comic books that Tommy Doyle's talking about, Wave 2, it appears, advertises a free pumpkin if you save up enough proofs of purchase and mail them in. That's the idea. The second figure in Wave 2 is Sheriff Brackett. Check this out. Wearing his green Haddonfield Sheriff's Department jacket. His accessory, of course, it's a flashlight. Played by the great Charles Cyphers in Halloween, also in Halloween 2, and more recently, again, in Halloween Kills. And this is, just like with that Linda figure, this is the first time ever a Sheriff Brackett officially licensed Sheriff Brackett from Halloween figure has been available. It's pretty amazing. In addition to the flashlight, Sheriff Brackett also comes with a gun accessory. And last but certainly not least, the third figure in Wave 2 of these retro action figures is, of course, it's got to be Annie Brackett, Sheriff Brackett's daughter, Laurie and Linda's best friend. And you can see here, she is wearing her Halloween Day school outfit before her babysitting incident where she has to change clothes. And the accessory that she comes with is her school books. Because, of course, Linda ain't coming with no school books. She comes with her own personal bag. But Annie is carrying her school books, as she is there on the card back photo as well. I think these are the perfect 3 figures to make up Wave 2. If we have to settle for just 3, I understand they're going to probably do 3 at a time. But absolutely love these photos of all 3. And Fright-Rags announces here that the officially licensed Halloween Wave 2 action figures, consisting of Annie, Sheriff Brackett, and Dr. Loomis, they will be available to order this Friday, April 28th, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Time at Fright-Rags' official website. That cardback artwork, by the way, is once again done by artist Justin Osborne, who designed the artwork on Wave 1 as well. Great job with that artwork. And we can go to a previous post and even get a look at the backs of each of these card backs. Again, very in line with what we got with Wave 1. So I can't wait to hear all of your thoughts on these figures. I know some of you watching are collectors like myself and are already going to have to order these. But let me hear your thoughts. I mean, they're shipping worldwide starting in July. And again, the pre-orders will go up this Friday, April 28th at 10 a.m. Eastern. All right, let me hear what you think about those badass retro figures. I love Wave 1. I love what they are doing with those. Yeah, I am definitely going to have to be ordering all 3. And I'll probably have to get 2 of each again so that I can open them and play with them. Yes, they don't have pricing listed yet, but I do believe, I don't know, what were they last year, guys? I think they were around 30 each, maybe. I think that's what they were last year. So I would anticipate they're probably going to be around 30 each. Andromeda's getting it. Hell yeah. Yeah, Linda doesn't need any school books. That's right, Earl. Yeah, the Loomis does look amazing, Lurch. I mean, I am just so stoked that Loomis is now getting some love. We got the Loomis NECA figure, and now we're getting a little bit more. I'm already thinking Wave 3. Let's see. We need young Michael Myers, right? You know, Will Sanders, young Michael Myers in the clown costume, I figure. How about Judith, right? And who else do we go with? Have to be Bob, right? We need Bob and his glasses. That's Wave 3. I anticipate we'll probably have to wait about a year for that, unfortunately. But now, again, we will have links to order those up on our website at HalloweenDailyNews.com. We'll probably have those up tomorrow or Wednesday. In any case, before this Friday, you can always find the direct links on our website, HalloweenDailyNews.com, or just go to the official Fright-Rags website and you'll be able to find it there, 10 a.m. Friday morning. All right, let me hear your thoughts on those figures. Do you collect them like I do, or do you get excited like I do? Oh, Tommy, and yeah, that's a good one, Lurch. Tommy Doyle and Lindsay. Yeah, they might go with Tommy and Lindsay before going with young Michael and Judith. You're right. It could be a Tommy, Lindsay, Bob for Wave 3. Then maybe give us some special edition Judith 2-pack with young Michael, maybe. How about that? That'd be pretty rad, right? Or maybe Judith comes with her her mirror dresser. You know what I mean? Obviously, she would come with her brush as an accessory for sure. All right, give me your thoughts on those figures. I think they're totally badass. I am so stoked. I knew they were going to do more. They teased them last year that there was probably going to be more coming. So I'm very excited to see these. Um, it's not going to be kind to my wallet this week, but definitely excited to see Wave 2 coming out. Um, I love Wave 1, like I said. They are some of my favorite figures on my shelf. Yeah, the packaging is sick, Rob. It's so good. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, mine's gonna go down too. Teen Wolf normally gets 7 to 8 inch scale. Yeah, I've got the mostly like the 7 inches. I've got some 8 inches, and but I do love these retro 3 3/4 reaction style figures. I've got some of the reactions that Super 7 makes. Again, we sell some if you don't own the H2, Michael and Lori. I highly recommend those as well. Officially licensed from Halloween 2, released in honor of uh, that film's 40th anniversary back in 2021. Sammy, I don't know that those are even going to make it to store shelves because I know with the Wave 1, they took those pre orders and then it took a long time for them to actually ship. I think there were some delays or something happened that held things up. But that was it, other than they did bring them back a few months ago, like a temporary restock that they had some that hadn't been ordered. But I don't think they ever went out in stores like so many of these similar type figures do. Like the reactions do go out in stores. Brett wants a Myers house that converts into a figure carrying case. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Yes, I've still got my giant Darth Vader head that opens up and carries all the Star Wars figures. So, hell yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I know Patrick Ring would be snatching that up like I would be. Oh, after a year and a half, Patrick says Mezco's 112 Halloween 2 Myers is finally shipping. Excellent. I can't wait to see it. Wow. Year and a half. They do take their time sometimes. I'm sure that's going to be amazing though. I can't wait to see your coverage of that. I'm sure that's going to look great. All right. Our big news item this week is 45 Years of Terror. No surprise. This is going to be kind of our main news item for most weeks here this year moving forward, as this is Michael Myers Monday, where we focus on the Halloween movie franchise, and this is kind of the biggest thing happening with the franchise at the moment. This epic franchise reunion event coming to Pasadena in the same neighborhood, essentially, where they shot many of those iconic scenes in the original 1978 film. And it's happening this year at the Pasadena Convention Center, September 29th. That's the Friday. It starts with the Horror's Hallowed Grounds tour of Halloween filming locations, and then the convention itself takes place on Saturday, September 30th, and Sunday, October 1st. Now, this week we did get some more guest announcements. If you'll remember, just during our last Michael Myers Monday live last Monday night, they had just announced the very first guest officially, which was Nick Castle. Since then, there have been a few more guests added, some of which we covered in one report on this channel since then, and a few more since that report. So we're going to talk about them. But before we get to that, tickets were announced a few days ago to go on sale this afternoon. That was the plan. They were supposed to go on sale on Monday, Michael Myers Monday, April 24th at noon Pacific time. And if you went to Halloween45.com hoping to go ahead and purchase your tickets, you might have found that the site was having some technical issues at around noon Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern today. Then came this announcement on social media a few minutes later. Due to an unexpected server crash with no ETA from our host provider as to when the issue will be fixed today, we have been forced to delay H45 ticket launch until tomorrow at noon Pacific time. So there we go. Ticket sales now pushed back and will begin 24 hours later, now on Tuesday, April 25th at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern. But we did get some key information in this post, as you can see here, because many of you have asked us, and now we do have an idea of the ticketing pricing details. As stated in this post this afternoon, weekend passes, including Saturday and Sunday admission, will be priced at $60. VIP pass options will also be available for $250. Now, a reminder, the Friday event, the Horrors Hallowed Grounds Locations Bus Tour, which, yes, rocking my t-shirt from the 2018 bus tour. That is a separate event. As you can see noted here, that is a separate ticketed event that is ticketed separately. I can't talk. That is ticketed separately. And details and sales for that part of the 45 Years of Terror event will be made available at a later date. But tomorrow, tickets will go on sale. $60 gets you in both days, Saturday and Sunday. Of course, the VIP upgrade for $250. I don't recall what all the VIP editions included last year, but obviously it'll include the VIP party, which last year included a performance by Alan Howarth, and Malika Akkad was there and spoke, and Jamie Lee Curtis sent a special video. Lots of cool things at that VIP party. But I'll tell you what, $60 for both days, that sounds damn reasonable if you ask me, because the guest list just keeps getting more and more impressive. As you know, the first guest announced, as we talked about 1 week ago, was the great Nick Castle. The next guest that was announced after that, very fittingly from the sequel, Halloween 2, our pal, the great and legendary Dick Warlock. Then later that same afternoon, director of Halloween 3 and part-time shape actor in the original Halloween himself, Tommy Lee Wallace, was also announced. And even more recently since then, as you can see, another fan favorite, Tyler Mane was announced next. Tyler Mane, of course, Michael Myers in Rob Zombie's Halloween and its sequel. And even more recently than that, our friend, the great James Jude Courtney, from the most recent trilogy of Halloween films, added to the lineup. And most recently, just earlier today on Michael Myers Monday, the most recent guest addition for 45 Years of Terror is Halloween Resurrections shape performer Brad Loree. Like we've said, Halloween 45 Years of Terror is happening September 29th through October 1st. Tickets are going to be on sale at Halloween45.com starting at noon Pacific time on Tuesday, April 25th. We'll have the direct link up at HalloweenDailyNews.com for you as well at the same time on Tuesday. All right, let us hear from you in the comments below. Are you going to be Are you going to be purchasing your tickets upon launch? What do you think of the guest list so far? What surprises do you think might be coming for this year's event? You know, there's always a few new additions, a few surprises. This is a great stellar lineup of Michael Myers actors so far, but I think we all know that this is just the tip of the iceberg of what's to come. So give us your thoughts down in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. All right, I'm going to turn over here right now. Take a breath and turn over here into the live chat. Sammy will be there in spirit. Sam is checked in. What's up, man? Lurch, John Carpenter, please. Hey, you know, I mean, anything could happen. I mean, could you imagine if Carpenter was signing or even just came for a limited, like a one-day sign and maybe a Q&A, but maybe performed at the VIP event on Saturday night? Holy shit. That would be mind-blowing. Patrick's going VIP. Hell yes. I love it. Phil says he's met Brad. Nice guy. Yep, we met Brad. We actually met Brad the first time at 40 Years of Terror. Teen Wolf starts work when it launches. I don't know if it'll sell out quite that quick. But then again, I mean, never say never. This fandom is, like I said, it is kind of at an all-time high. There's an excitement around this for sure. Earl, yes, I'm very happy to have the three girls, the three leads together in 3 3/4 inch format, and to have Loomis there to square off against Michael. That's the best. I love that Loomis figure. I love the cloth hat or the cloth jacket. Excuse me. Yeah, Sammy wants Lindsay and Tommy too. I think Lindsay and Tommy and Bob would be wave 3, and then maybe a one bonus 2-pack with young Michael and Judith would be the way to go. Then you got pretty much everybody. And then it's time to give us the Silver Shamrock trio of trick-or-treaters next. Chalice, Cochran, and Ellie after that, right? Maybe Dick Warlock's assassin character. It'd be pretty badass. I mean, if they're working with Universal, you know. Uh, Earl, happy birthday. Hell yes. Another reason to salute you. That's awesome. Happy birthday, man. Anthony Landry, if they got LL Cool J and Busta Rhymes for the first time, I'd be pumped. Hey, I mean, you might be joking, but that'd be sick. I mean, to have those two, I'd be pumped. That'd be awesome. I think it's a long shot. I don't know. Carpenter might be less of a long shot than those guys, but shit, that'd be awesome. I'd love it. Sammy says, don't forget Michael's mom and dad figurines. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if we need to go complete with that. But you know, a Myers house in that scale wouldn't I wouldn't mind that. I'd be cool with that. Yes, Patrick, a gathering of the Triple M crew in Pasadena. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, we will definitely have to do that. Anthony says, no joke. Those two slipped by everybody's radar. Yeah, hell yeah. All right, Sean, if you're listening, man, there you go. There's a request. Oh, Cool J, Buster Rhymes. That'd be amazing. Yeah, yeah, that'll be awesome. We'll definitely have to do a Triple M meetup out there. That'll be so badass. All right. Also, another item in the past week, not exactly news, but some exciting stuff here at HDN and on the HDN channel. I hope you checked it out. But we published my most recent exclusive one-on-one video interview. This one was with the legendary horror icon Caroline Williams. And if you haven't checked out the interview, it is here on the channel. You can also find it at HalloweenDailyNews.com. And Caroline Williams, we talked. Obviously, you can't talk to her and not talk a little bit about playing Stretch in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. So, of course, we had to talk about that. Of course, we talked about Halloween itself, the holiday, like we always do. That's kind of our thing here with our interviews on the HGN channel. We had to talk about the Halloween holiday, and she confirmed that it's her favorite as well. So we always love to hear that. And but we talked about a lot of projects. We talked about Renfield, which is in theaters now, which she appears in. Tales of Halloween, which is one of my favorites. And of course, you know, we had to talk a little bit about Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, where Caroline does appear. If you don't recall, Caroline is working at the hospital during the opening of that film in what turns out to be Laurie Strode's dream sequence. And she shares some scenes with a certain actor who would go on to become an Oscar winner, and that's Octavia Spencer. So we talked a little bit about that, and so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take just a small break and play this quick uh, clip from my conversation with Caroline Williams. And this is on working with future Oscar winner Octavia Spencer in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, released back in 2009. So check out this clip. It's only about 2.5 minutes long or so. And then we'll be back on here. We're going to do some poll results, shout outs, and see what else we get into on this Michael Myers Monday night here. And like I said, be sure to check out the full interview with Caroline. That is elsewhere here on the channel. When we get done here, I'll put the link down in the description below, and you can always find it anytime on our main site at HalloweenDailyNews.com. All right, check this out. You worked on Rob Zombie's Halloween sequel, Halloween 2, released in '09, and you shared some scenes with a future Oscar winner in Octavia Spencer. And we've talked to Tyler Maine, who played Michael Myers. He says that his favorite kill in that movie was killing future Oscar winner Octavia Spencer. Can you talk to us a little bit about that? You had some scenes with Octavia, and I remember when we talked in our previous interview about a decade ago, you had said that a lot of that was improv, that Rob just kind of let you guys kind of come up with a lot of your dialogue yourself.
All of it was improvised.
Okay.
What happened is I met Octavia. We hit it off like a house of fire, both Southern girls. And Rob just came over and he said, so what do you guys want to do in this scene? What? There was not a lot of scripted dialogue. It was mostly just the blocking and the situation. But we just started to play. And Rob went, okay, what I'm going to do is send you guys into a room with the guy with the video camera. Let's go with this holidays and the dog, and let's go with this stuff. And so start with Octavia, what you say, and then Caroline, you, and we'll just go with that. And that's what we did. And we just had a good time. I mean, you know, at the time, nobody knew she was going to be an Oscar winner. At the time, she had played nurses 7 movies in a row. And she was real tired of that. And, you know, a lot of the things that we talked about career-wise are the things that actors typically talk about. But I think the woman met the moment is what happened with Octavia. Her very dear friend is Taylor. They went to Auburn together. And when The Help came along, he went to Octavia and said, can you do this with me? These are the people that I have lined up to be in the film. Would you do this? And she said, of course, you know, you're one of my best friends. And that movie just skyrocketed. So God bless her. I want it to rub off on me.
Yes, yes, yes. The great Caroline Williams. Yeah, check out my full interview with Caroline if you haven't already. I urge you to check it out. It's a fun conversation. She was very honest and very cool and just chill. And I had, you know, obviously it's an honor for me. She's an icon, and I told her so in the interview. And so you can check that out at HalloweenDailyNews.com or right here on the HDN YouTube channel. Yeah. Yeah, when we get closer, we'll definitely have to set up some kind of meetup out there. That'll be so rad. Because I've talked about it many times, but that was one of the things. Anthony Landry, that's where we met him. You know, that was one of the things when we were out there 5 years ago that, you know, really, you know, I get emotional talking about. My wife and I, we both did, because we went out there and it was like an awakening of like, wow, so many people watch HDN and are part of HDN and part of our community, and you know, we knew they were out there, but to actually be face to face with so many different people and say, oh yeah, Michael Myers Monday, I love that. And yeah, when you reposted this of me and all that, and it was just an amazing experience. So we can't wait to do that again this fall. Young Major has checked in. What's up, man? Happy Triple M. Yeah, it has been a minute. Love it. Andromeda wants to see Rob Zombie and Carpenter make up and do a Q&A together. I think that would be badass. How about a John Carpenter, Rob Zombie, David Gordon Green interview each other type situation? That would be amazing, actually. I don't know if John would be down with that. I think John would probably, if anything, he'd probably want to come and like play, play his music. That's where his main thing is right now. But like you guys said, if he's booked for Frightmare right now and he's doing a few appearances this year, then I mean, never say never. Yeah, I mean he's done conventions, he has participated. It would be huge. It's never happened for one of these Halloween events. But that's the great thing about these terror events, these 45 years, 40 years, 35 years, 30 years of terror, going back to the 25 years of terror, the very first one. As you guys know, I mean, I'm preaching to the choir here, but I mean, this franchise is special because these events. Like, I interviewed Sean back 5 years ago in 2018. Before we even announced the dates for that year's 40 Years of Terror, and I interviewed him, and he told me then, and I think he would tell me now and agree that no other horror franchise can pull this off, can do a convention where it's there in just that one horror franchise. I mean, I love Jason and Freddy and Elm Street and the Friday movies, but I mean, they don't do this, much less every 5 years. So it is a special and unique thing because this fan base is special and unique. And yeah, I'm very excited. And yeah, the lineup is shaping up quite nice, I have to say. Yes, Earl, the North Carolina Myers House, North Carolina. Yes, our friend Kenny. Yeah, I talk about it here often. I've talked about the Myers House, North Carolina, and even the fact that Funko, that Myers House that they sold as a pop house, that is actually the address of the Myers House, North Carolina. It's so cool. We did a whole thing here on it when that came out. But yeah, we love the Myers House, North Carolina. Yeah, check it out if you're ever in kind of the Raleigh Durham area of North Carolina. Um, it's great. MyersHouseNC.com. You can learn all about them. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a life size replica of the Myers House. It's the best thing on the East Coast. The closest you can get on the East Coast to the real thing without going to Pasadena to the real thing. Let's put it that way. It's pretty cool like that. Teen Wolf says, "Can you imagine the sheer fan gasming if Carpenter showed up? Not only Myers fans, but music fans, Godzilla fans. Yeah, right. I mean, he's touched every corner. It would be beyond epic. I would just say never. I mean, you never know what's you know never say never. You know I've seen things happen with this franchise specifically, and then on a larger level, just in pop culture and entertainment, things that you never would have thought possible just not too long ago, and then there it is. Um, so we'll see. What's up, Darlene? Happy Michael Myers Monday to you as well. Bringing in a jack o' lantern. I love it. Lighting it up for us. Excellent. All right, let's pull up the results of our most recent poll. We've been doing this recently. Every Michael Myers Monday, we do a new poll and we review the previous week's results. So I'm gonna pull up the results of last week. Not too surprising here. Well, it is a little bit surprising to me. Not too surprising of who won, what won, but by how much they literally killed the other options. But last week we asked what your favorite Michael Myers kill from the original John Carpenter's 1978 Halloween is. And there's really only 4 on-screen kills, and then there's the off-screen tow truck driver. So that was really your options there. Your options were Judith, Annie, Bob, Linda, and or you could write in the off-screen tow truck driver if that's your favorite for some reason. So let's get the latest results up. The final results for that. We will pull it up over here. Okay. Now, as you can see, with 95 votes, the winner, the overall winner, overwhelming winner, is the Bob kill. Annie placed in last place with just 5%. Judith, just 8%. No love for young Michael. Linda, that's my pick. That's my personal favorite. Just 13%, guys. But the Bob kill with an overwhelming 74% is most of your favorite kill. Now, I get it. It's got the head tilt. It's iconic. It's amazing. It's also got a tiny bit of logic issues that Tom Savini, for one, can't seem to get past, and it ruins the movie for him. And honestly, he's not the only one. I've have another friend that for years would tell me, and would probably still tell me if I asked him now, that they just could not get past the logic factor. That kill, it just would not work that way. That knife is too small, wouldn't hold him up on the door, and as Tom said, he'd be slouching over and all those things. I think all of us suspend our disbelief a little bit more in that scene and are just going with the magic of Michael Myers. But so that's your overwhelming favorite. Linda, that's my personal pick. I don't know. I always go with Linda personally just because, well, I mean, PJ Souls, number one, is awesome in real life and on screen. Linda is awesome. And I mean, let's be real. She's pretty hot in that scene, see anything you like and all that. But I think my favorite thing about it, I mean, all those things are amazing and help it get up there. But what really makes it number one is it's Michael at kind of his most playful, being a trickster. Trick or treat, Michael almost always is going to choose trick. You know what I mean? If he can, he's going to choose trick. And he is a trickster. He is playful. He is at heart, like you said in Kills by Hawkins, he's basically got the mind of that same 6-year-old boy. And you got to love. I've always loved from the first time I ever saw it, the idea of you're wearing a costume over top of your actual scarier costume. So that here's the costume, it comes off, here's the real costume. I love that. And then as I get older, there's more things that I love about the scene too. I could pick it apart. The fact that, this thing that teenage girls, especially of that time, now it's cell phones, but at the time, very attached to the phones, and literally the phone is the thing that is the death instrument that strangles her and all that. Lots of subtext there as well. So that's my personal favorite. Not to rag on your Bob picks though, because I love the Bob kill. That is of course James Jude Courtney's favorite kill in the entire franchise, as he told me in our most recent interview last October. That's why he was so excited. That's why it's his favorite kill in his films where he played Myers is the Bob tribute in Halloween Ends when he kills Nurse Deb, played by Michelle Dawson. Speaking of which, you can watch my interview with Michelle Dawson, where she talks in detail about filming that Bob tribute kill scene with James. Elsewhere here on the HDN YouTube channel. As far as comments, our friend Teen Wolf here in the live chat did comment on why they voted for Bob, stating that Bob's kill is the most iconic, but Judith started it all. Had she not been the original sacrificial lamb that got Michael into the killing business, we wouldn't even have the others. Oh, so I guess you voted for Judith then. Interesting. Yeah, I love the Judith kill too. Again, it's so I love them all though. They're all iconic in their own way. The Annie one is arguably the most brutal because it's just there's not music. It's drawn out. There's not a knife. I mean, there is a knife at the very end, but the killing of her, it's really just brutal by his hands. They're also great. All right, so now let's go into this week's new poll question that I will pose to you right now. This week's Triple M poll question. This is up in our community tab, and it will remain up, and we will discuss the results next week. So for this week's Triple M poll question, we want to know which Halloween franchise personality, that could be anybody, a director, a writer, a producer, an actor, a stunt person even, a cinematographer, a makeup effects artist, any person involved in this franchise, if you could pick just one. And I guess I didn't state it in the question. I guess we'd have to limit it to any one living one. I didn't say that. Who would it be? And as always, if your pick is not among the 5 options, please write it in the comments and explain your vote in the comments, and we will discuss the results during our next Triple M live show. So, some of the options that I put in there: John Carpenter, Malika Cod, Jamie Lee Curtis, Danielle Harris, or how about James Jude Courtney? And again, these are just a very small assortment of options that you could be choosing from. So I look forward to discussing the results of this one. As you can see, we've already got a couple votes. with James Jude Courtney jumping out in the early lead, followed closely by Jamie Lee Curtis to kick us off here on our new Michael Myers Monday poll. All right, let me jump over here in the live chat, take a breath and wet my whistle for just a second, and then we're going to get into some shout outs. Earl picks Linda as well. Yes, I like the telephone emoji. That's funny. Patrick's hoping John Michael Graham, who played Bob, will be there. Bob was your favorite kill. John Michael is very nice. We've met him. I'd like to think in an alternate universe I would have interviewed him by now, but he actually told us very politely that he doesn't do interviews. He doesn't. He said he's got close friends that have podcasts, and he's turned them all down. And I am not a hard salesperson. I'm not gonna bug somebody. I'm gonna ask once, and if they're not into it, I'm gonna be fine with that. And he was perfectly happy to hang out and talk and even share some awesome stories with us. But did not want it to go on record and has no interest in that right now. So that's perfectly fine. But we did talk to him there in 2018 at 40 H4O. And then again, more recently at Mad Monster Expo, he was there just, I think, last year, maybe the year before. It's pretty great. Andromeda says, love imagining Michael getting the idea to put the sheet on and actually putting the sheet on makes her laugh. Yeah, well, it is funny when you think about that. I mean, I love that. That's why I love that kill the most. Like in the entire franchise, that's my favorite because it's weird, it's funny, it's kind of sexy at the same time. It's all of these things. It's violent. It's brutal when the kill does come. It's all of these things. It's funny in a way. It's really got everything, and it's just so iconic. And just this guy that would do this, like you said. Imagine Michael getting the idea. Imagine him putting it on. It's just it's perfect. It's a perfect scene. Andromeda goes with the Carpenter for a 7-course meal. I dig that. Yeah. Death by Nokia robs. That's good. Teen Wolf just voted Judith. Nice. Bringing Judith up. I like it. Yeah. He probably does giggle just a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, if you think about it, Michael is basically a clown. Everything is playful and fun for him, but twisted for us. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, Hawkins essentially says and kills, and I think it's very true. I mean, he's very much still that 6-year-old boy, just with the strength of a grown man. But I think his mind very much is still back that kid in '63, still playing around. Yeah, I don't know if anybody has the dog as favorite kill. I forgot that one. Yeah, I mean that could be your favorite kill, but who's gonna pick poor Lester for their favorite? Yeah, I didn't think that was an option. I guess technically it is, but I don't think so. All right, let's pull up some shout outs, shall we? It is Michael Myers Monday. And as you guys know, we kicked this hashtag off 10 years ago, back in 2013, when everything like TBT, Throwback Thursday, Flashback Friday, what was it? Woman Crush Wednesday, Man Crush Monday, all these things were like all over the internet. And I was like, well, we need something cool, something to celebrate the stuff that we love. And hence the Michael Myers Monday hashtag was born on Instagram, Twitter, and all of your socials. And every week ever since, we've been helping foster this hashtag, and it has taken on a life of its own. And it means different things to everybody. So every week we like to share just a couple random posts from the Twitter sphere in the Insta world. So let's start over here on Twitter this evening. Our first shout out, this is the Boogeyman at the Shape78 on Twitter. Nice black and white shot, really good looking mask here, and the backdrop looks very Haddonfield-esque to me. That's the shape, all right. Another one from here on Twitter. This is some original artwork. Again, everybody celebrates Triple M in their own way, whether it's their cosplay, their photography, their collection, or maybe their artwork. Sometimes it's the ink on their skin, but sometimes it's the art they create externally, and that's the case here with It's Art Dummy on Twitter. They say halfway to Halloween, so working on a new painting, 20 by 24 acrylic on canvas board. Michael getting a little bloody. All right, moving over to Instagram now. This is from our friend at The Shape NC. Speaking of the Myers house, North Carolina, that's it right there in the background of this photo right here. That's the location. That is the Myers house, North Carolina, in Hillsborough, North Carolina. We've been there. It's amazing. If you go, tell Kenny, who owns and lives there, that HDN sent you and says hello. Another one from Instagram. This is our buddy Josh. I don't know if he's watching here tonight, but he is a regular here in our live chat on Monday nights. Rocking his Halloween 78 t-shirt here today. He says, Happy Michael Myers Monday, Spooksters. And another one of our friends who we just talked to just a few weeks ago, our buddy Dag Ferrick. His new Instagram, Great Dag Official, says Happy Michael Myers Monday. Shares a little montage featuring little young Michael. And Dag's co-star, who plays adult Michael Myers in Halloween 07. No stranger to Michael Myers Monday. Rarely fails to post a Michael Myers Monday post, and very often it is something fun and behind the scenes like this. He says, Happy Michael Myers Monday. While the final result was anything but, our days of shooting Halloween were full of laughs. Here, I'll try to turn up the volume and let's check out this video that Tyler shared today from Michael Myers Monday. There's not a whole lot of audio there to it. It's just Tyler removing the mask and then surprise, Michael smiling. Of course, you can check out that interview with Dag that I mentioned. That is one of our more recent interviews here on the channel. We've got a lot more exciting interviews in the works coming your way very soon. You know, I'm always working behind the scenes, trying to set up exclusives for you guys, fun content, and the interviews have become such an integral part of that. Because you guys seem to really enjoy them, and I definitely really enjoy them. So we do have some exciting stuff coming your way, but if you haven't checked out my interview with Caroline Williams or Dag Ferrick or any of our recent interviews, check out the interview playlist here on the channel, or check out the interviews section on the main website, HalloweenDailyNews.com. All right, let's go over here to the live chat for a minute. Andromeda says Zombie had the best outtakes. They did have a lot of good ones. And they filmed so much, too. And have shared so much. What's up, ProtectSafes.com? Checking in. Love it. Happy Triple M. Rob thanking me on the shirt. Congrats. Oh, I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. Horror's Hallowed Grounds. Rob, you are so welcome. You are so welcome. Rob says, thanks for another awesome show. I love it. Earl, I love it. Yeah, imagining Michael cutting the eye holes. Yeah, I think I did always see that maybe Bob might have handled that part, but that is funny imagining Michael cutting the eye holes. That's hilarious. Michael's launched a lot of careers. Hell yes, he has. I mean, there are, I know we talk about Carpenter and Jamie Lee Curtis, and all that would be amazing, but there are so many illustrious members of the franchise, alums, you know what I mean, just in the acting field that have gone on to do huge things. That, man, I mean, could you imagine like Michelle Williams or somebody like that coming there to do 45 Years of Terror? It would be unbelievable. Even getting Kyle Richards. I mean, could you imagine? I mean, I think her Housewives fans would be wrapped around the other side of the building if she was there meeting the public, at an event like that. I think they would come out of the woodworks for that. It would be amazing. Um, but there are many illustrious members of truly illustrious members of the franchise cast that would be amazing guests. Oh, let's pause and raise a toast once again. ProtectSafes.com offering us a simple cheers and a fat $10 super chat. Everybody, we love you. ProtectSafes.com. Welcome back. It's been too long. You are missed here. Hell yes. And as if that's not enough, to our newest channel member, the illustrious Earl Leary, another $5 super chat and some encouragement saying keep it up. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It means everything. Like I said, I really do look forward to these Monday nights every week. Obviously, I have a blast doing it. We don't make a ton of money doing this stuff. It's passion. It's what we love. And we love sharing it with you guys. So just you being here means everything. And things like these super chats and channel memberships and all that, I mean, it really does go a long way in helping us keep things going and providing the type of content that we provide here. And we're always open to suggestions and recommendations of what you want to see more of. Um, because we do a wide range of content here, obviously. So we love hearing back from you guys, and that's why these Mondays started. That's how these live streams started. Was the idea of let's connect with our YouTube audience in a way that we haven't really necessarily connected with any of the other platforms, meaning directly right here. And that's what Monday nights are about. So, Earl and Protect Safes, you guys rock. You are awesome. All of you guys rock. Speaking of rocking, slightly off the subject, but did you guys see the 1986 Halloween horror film Trick or Treat with appearances by Gene Simmons and Ozzy Osbourne is finally coming to 4K this year? Holy shit. I love that movie, man. Yeah, it is dated in some ways, but it is glorious in its 80s datedness. I love it. It's got a kick-ass 80s metal soundtrack. Again, nothing to do with Michael Myers, but check out that article at HalloweenDailyNews.com, or just keep watching here on the channel. We're going to have a video report on it coming up because it's pretty awesome news. I love that movie. Like I said, check out Caroline's interview if you haven't already. There's much more in there, far beyond the Rob Zombie Halloween 2. We also talk about some of the more recent indie work she's done, which she says she's the most proud of everything she's ever worked on. So you definitely want to check that out. And lots more fun exclusives are coming in the interview department. I'm always working on new stuff. Some stuff surrounding this franchise, surrounding this anniversary that's going to be coming, because we are celebrating 4.5 decades of Michael Myers and Halloween and all of this fun craziness all year. And that's really our lead story every week when we get here, is that celebration. And there's going to be a lot, not just this merch release, but there's going to be so many different merch releases coming up and anniversary releases. And I anticipate other surprises that I don't even foresee coming right now that are going to shock and delight all of us. So I appreciate you being here and hanging out and being along for the ride. All right, again, participate in this week's poll. Subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, we got another super chat. Andromeda, another illustrious channel member. You too can be part of this amazing club with these amazing humans. I'm assuming they're all humans, but if you're not, I love you just the same. I don't care if you're AI. If you're a robot, you are awesome just the same. If you are here and hanging out with us, you're among the cool ones still, because we accept everybody here. So, but assuming they're all humans, Andromeda, one of our illustrious channel members, just gave us a $5 super chat and says, to Michael Myers, long live the king. Hell yes. That's what I'm talking about. You guys know what's up. Michael is the king. For us, anyway. I mean, they're all great. All the horror icons. I do love them all. But, you know, here on Michael Myers Monday, we do prioritize one above all else. And that is Mr. Myers. Yes, you guys know what's up. You guys do have exquisite taste. I love it. I love it. Teen Wolf is waiting for Michael to finally throw down with a chainsaw. He's literally used everything else. Yeah, I don't think he has used a chainsaw yet, has he? Yeah, maybe that'll be the next step. Michael actually revs up a chainsaw. That'd be pretty amazing. Yeah, Rob knows what's up. Trick or Treat's awesome. Yeah, that soundtrack kicks ass. I love it. Such a good soundtrack. By Fastway. Oh, man, I listen to that title song, Trick or Treat, every year. It's on my Halloween playlist. I love that. Love that. Anyway, that's for another night. I'll be talking much more about the 1986 classic Trick or Treat because Sammy Kerr lives. All right, you guys are amazing. This has been fun. It's right about midnight, so we are going to shut it down here. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any of our ongoing coverage of all things Michael Myers all the time, not just on Mondays, but all the time here on the HDN YouTube channel. Get your 45 Years of Terror tickets, noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, tomorrow, Tuesday, April 25th. That's when they go on sale. We will have the link up at HalloweenDailyNews.com right around the same time they go on sale at Halloween45.com. Let us hear from you in the comments below if you are going to 45 Years of Terror. If you get your tickets tomorrow, we want to hear all about it. And watch out for lots more exciting content coming right here to the HDN YouTube channel. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you all for watching, and happy Michael Myers Monday.